live. Let's do that. Go live. Go live. Hi there. Welcome TikTok. Welcome YouTube. I am so used to saying TikTok that I am totally forgotten that I go live on YouTube. So that's so exciting. I've been on YouTube for years and years and years and never understood how it is to make an income online until recently when I found an amazing person who solved all of our problems together, right? Hey there, my name's Ashley. I'm a realtor of 17 years, recently a broker, and let me tell you, this business that I am in has cost me almost my life. I got so sick about 7 or 8 years ago because of the financial stress that this career brings. I was alone, a sole income provider, no help. I've never had any help financially from anyone. And, like what I mean is I've never really been married, right? Like I've never been married and had two incomes in the household. So just recently that has changed. But the crazy thing is that we were both rocking and rolling in our careers. And then guess what happened? His career let him go. And my career is going back to normal. So that means that the buyers that are out there are suffocating with the interest rates that are available for them, because most people are buying their home for the first time and utilize their money to have the largest asset ever in the history of their lives. They want to protect their money. And hey there, guys. Welcome to my TikTok live. My name's Ashley. I'm a realtor. I recently just bought a digital business. And let me just say this real quick. I just want you to know, like, the reason that I'm telling you about this is because I'm sharing an opportunity with you. 60% of Americans, and if you're from another country, I'm a global business, by the way, 60% of Americans in this country are living paycheck to paycheck. And that breaks my heart because that tells you that nobody's helping you, right? Nobody's here to pay your bills. Nobody seems to be concerned about the American population's grocery bill going up by $400 month over month over month for the last 28 months, right? Nobody's interested, or nobody's concerned about what it is that you're going through stressfully in the house. There's friction under one roof now because of financial stress. There's so many things that come from financial stress that can really deteriorate and hurt a family unit or cause friction in one's life. Stress brings on sickness. I know it happened to me 6 years ago. I got really sick to where one of the things I remember contemplating was, oh my gosh, what if my future is I cannot go inside to work because I need to be in my house and I need to be in a safe environment because the sickness came up out of nowhere, right? That's my thought process that I had. And that's a scary place to be because most people are used to going to work, right? Work in our Gen Xer. I'm a Gen Xer. I was born in 1980. I'm 44. I've been working in the career world for about 20 years now. And I am, you get that 7-year itch, right? What is it? The 10-year, 7-year itch. I will tell you this. I noticed a handful of peers, right? Like peers that I went to high school with, people that I personally knew in my sphere. I noticed that back in 2015, they started to raise their hand. They started to raise their hand and call me, Ashley, what's this real estate thing about? Ashley, what's going on in real estate? I'm interested. I want to get in. I want to do it. I want to get in, right? And so I knew several people who got into the real estate world. But when you are getting paid every week over week over week for showing up to a job, it's sort of difficult to wrap your head around getting into the real estate world and only getting paid when it is that you close a home, right? So here's the thing. So many people are looking for a side hustle. In fact, if you go to Google Trends right now and you type in remote jobs, it's like one of the 50% most Googled terms in the SEO world right now, right? Does anybody know what SEO is? SEO is system engine optimization. And basically that is where all of this knowledge that you're typing into comes from, right? So since 1996, I recently met somebody who was telling me that he's been involved in AI since 1996. So what is AI? AI is years and years and years of us, you, me, Googling things and putting it into the system, into the search engine optimization, right? So over time, these huge computers have had an have had enough searches and enough data put inside them that now when you go to Google something, it automatically spits out what it is over time that has been the result of you asking, what is a redwood tree in California? How big in diameter is a redwood tree, right? Like something like that. It already has the data because over time, 20, 30 years of worth of people have been putting this information in. So that is what AI is, right? So I noticed that a few years ago, I guess you could say this, realtors, if you're out there, this is for you because I know what you're going through right now. We just experienced a incredible last bull run, right? Like the last 36 months, 48 months even of real estate in the Dallas Fort Worth, Texas area has been exciting. It has been predicted, but it's been exciting. And one of the things is that if you just got into real estate and you've only been in real estate for less than 4 years, boy, you think that your life is set, right? Because you just happened to get into the real estate business when the market was going nuts. And now all of a sudden, because the market was going nuts when you got into the real estate business, I've seen more Porsches in Dallas, Texas than I've ever seen. And the majority of the Porsche owners are realtors. So now you have a $985 car payment, plus you bought a house. So you've got a mortgage, a car payment, and the market just went soft, right? It didn't stop. I'm not saying anything negative about the market, but when you go through real estate shifts, there's always going to be something called correcting itself, right? There's two markets in real estate, a buyer market, a seller market, a normal market. So actually there's three. We're going back to normal. And what that means is it takes about 120 days now, because we're going back to normal, for a real estate transaction to actually close, right? From starting as a buyer to going through the lending process to finding the house to going through all of the negotiations. It takes 120 days for that to happen right now in a certain market. Each market is different. I'm in Dallas Fort Worth, so as a whole, that's what we're looking at, right? So real estate people, if you're out there working with buyers, you know that you can manage about 6 to 7 buyers a month and be head above water, right? It does get a little tricky because with every transaction, there are 7 people attached to each file, right? So that ends up being 42 people that you end up talking to for one, for a matter of a month trying to get a real estate transaction done, right? So what happens when you go back to a normal market is that now you're adding friction. And what I mean by friction is who's paying your gas, tolls, wear and tear on your wear and tear on your car, your tires, who's paying for that, right? That's out of your pocket because you haven't gotten paid in 120 days because you're in real estate. And then when you're in real estate, you don't get paid until a house closes. Does that make sense? So that's real estate in a nutshell, right? So about 5 or 6 years ago, I'm starting to freak out. Why? Because the Zillows have entered the world. They've been in the playing field for a long time. And when you're single and you're a sole income producer and you live in Dallas, and just to live in Dallas alone, you got to have $40,000 just period. I mean, it is expensive to live over here. And I live a very frugal lifestyle, right? So just to exist over here and be comfortable, I need to know that I'm making $40,000 easy. And then everything else is just a bonus, right? So when this, it's never fun to go to work and have anxiety and be worried about your career. Like I chose real estate and I didn't really know that I chose real estate to get into real estate, but over time I became really good at it and I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll always do it. I'll never set it to the side. And now I'm a broker. So the cool thing about doing a real estate transactions is I get 100% of the commission now. But you know how long that took me to get to? It took me 17 years to figure that out, right? So now I'm a broker. So I removed that unnecessary broker relationship, taking money out of my back pocket, because over time I realized that they don't do anything for me. They don't do anything for me. I'm the one who's out there, pounding the pavement, sending the letters, talking to my sphere of influence, dropping by the pop buys, they're not doing anything. I'm the one doing it all. So when I started realizing that, oh my gosh, the Zillows of the world, the Trulias of the world, the Redfins, the Open Doors, all these people that are out there to take advantage of your equity, because they're out there to find you sellers. So just remember, if you see something that's too good to be true in a postcard, in the mail, call your realtor first, because they can get you probably more. And that's how much equity that has been built into this world that we're in right now. So when sellers and homeowners see those numbers, they're shocked and they're like, oh my gosh, I could never, ever, ever get this much for my house before. But you actually can. So make sure that you're calling a professional who understands the market before you ever, entertain a wholesaler or somebody that's out there, sending you a postcard. First of all, they don't have ethics. They don't take, when you become a realtor, you're like obligated by ethical standards and integrity to withhold your fiduciary duties to a high level, right? These guys that are sending you postcards saying they'll buy your home for cash, they don't have that. Their best interest is not yours. Your best, yeah. So just be careful. So, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Just 5 years ago, I'm freaked out. I'm stressed out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I never was able to get into the corporate America world anyways. Like when people, this isn't about me, but I knew that I couldn't go to work from 9 to 5 and sit in a building all day. Or every time I tried to get into corporate America, they saw my personality and really, they discriminated upon me for being this personality, right? So every job that I was given was like, Ashley, you're going to be great at sales. We're going to put you on a 90-day probation. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, how come I can't just go to work like everybody else in here and expect to get paid, show up, do a good job, go home? I don't want to think about it when I go home tonight, right? Like, why did that not ever happen to me? It didn't. I wasn't given that opportunity. So I took the high road at 24 years old and realized real fast that this corporate thing's not going to work for me. Nobody's on my side. And you know what? Sometimes I think I was more smart in 24 and I went all the way around the world. And now here I am back, right? Nobody's paying my bills. Nobody's showing up and paying my bills. But I had to realize that hard truth at 24 that, look, girl, you are going to just be just a sales rep tossed to the corner. If you don't meet that quota, if you don't, bring in, I remember getting into the healthcare field one year and they're like, okay, we need you to do $3 million right out of the gate in the first 90 days in sales. And if you don't, then it's your job. And I'm like, and what? I've never even been in the healthcare field. I don't even have a Rolodex with doctors and nurses and charge nurses information. So it's going to take me like 90 days just to figure out the hospital gig, how to get in there, how to, make these nurses happy and get in front of them so we can talk shop, right? Like it was just impossible. But that's what I did. That's what I tried to do. And that didn't work out too well. So then I realized, okay, I'm going to get into real estate. And so when I got into real estate, one of the main reasons that I did was so that I could be the boss, right? Like who doesn't want to be their own boss? I mean, maybe you don't, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I am from a family who I think 2 or 3 people in my family extended, all own their own businesses. So I think it was just in my DNA. Yes. So growing up, I wanted to have my name on the billboard. I wanted Westbrook Realty Group to be on the contract. I wanted to create my own logo. I wanted my own business name. That was important to me. And I found real estate, and real estate allowed me to brand myself and to be able to do that. And it was so fun. Hey, Gerald, what's going on? So it was so fun to be able to get into real estate and brand myself, right? So hence my entrepreneurial spirit. I love to play business. So recently I'm scrolling through, I'm freaking out because the internet.com is taking over my career, just so you guys know. I'm working harder and harder, and yet the commissions are getting smaller and smaller. And oh, by the way, realtors, I love you to pieces, and this is for you. I'm here to help you because I don't know how this is all going to work out. But you and I both know that the next 6 months could be a little frictional. I mean, we are in an election year, which is always wonky. And then we all know what's about to happen in July. We all got the new contracts in, I think, mid-June. So we know what's happening, and it's not going to stop our business, but it's definitely going to push a bunch of people out of the business. Why? Because I know people don't like to have hard conversations with their clients. And I know agents are always willing to go above and beyond for their clients, and now forcing real estate professionals to have a hard conversation. I'm not too worried about it. I always have a conversation with my clients. They always know what it is that I'm expected and what I'm worth, but I know it's going to push a lot of people out of business because they're not going to be comfortable talking about it. So while we're figuring all that out, there's this beautiful thing that goes by, and it's called time. Time, right? Like time happens every day. It's already July 2nd. Like yesterday was July 1st. It's today's the 2nd. So every day that goes by, just big question mark up here in your head about how you're going to handle this new wave of things that are happening in the real estate world, and where you're going to go, and like how you're going to finish Christmas. Like, I think the reason that they say Christmas in July is because we are 6 months before we are about to hit Christmas, right? What would it do for you if you could have an extra $30,000 in the bank before the end of the year? Would that not be fantastic? I mean, I guess I haven't even told you about what it is that I'm doing. So one day I'm scrolling on TikTok. I found this person. And the cool thing is I found her on February 11th. So guess what I did? Well, we all do. What do you do? TikTok, what do you do when you see something that you don't want to forget about? Screenshot, right? You screenshot it. And then all of a sudden you got 4,427 photos. You're going back and you're scrolling through. You're like, what is this nonsense? Why do I have so many screenshots? So I'm going through. And this is after, by the way. But I see a screenshot from February 11th, and it's the person who created the digital product that it is that I have become now. I'm a business owner. So one day I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I see this woman, and she says to me, I have a digital product that will teach you how to get into digital marketing and earn an income online. Are you doing a side hustle for $10 an hour? Are you going to another job because your first job didn't pay you what you're worth? Are you spending weekends? Like, are you in multi-level marketing where every time you're with your family, somebody calls you or texts you or needs help with something? Are you taking those calls? Like, what are you doing as far as like running away from your family when we're trying to give you your time back with your people? So the cool thing about this is I saw this program and I got in at the legacy builder level. We have 4 different levels, and I have been avoiding talking about the 4 levels just because I see the value in the $900 program, right? Now, the reason that I see the value in the $900 program is because I have been searching. I've been searching for years and years and years. Like, seriously, guys, like for years and years and years, I have been searching. Come on, TikTok, come over here. I have been searching for a way to make income online. Ashley, oh, you know what? What do you mean? Well, you want to know how much money I've spent? I've spent over $10,000 trying to figure out how to get this thing going. When people promise me, oh, they'll build me a website, the website doesn't come back for 6 weeks. And then when I get the website, they call me and say, hey, we're so excited. We got your website. Now we got to get in touch with ABC company to hook up your CRM, and then 123 company to make sure you've got text message responders going out. And then we also need NOM people to come in and do this. And so before I even have a website operating and up and running, I'm already out $497 a month, and I haven't seen results. No, I couldn't do that. In fact, one company out of Vegas, I gave them my information. They made $3,200 on me just like that. You know why? because I gave them $3,200 because they wouldn't start without the money. But then they took my money, built a website, and they're like, okay, we'll get back to you in 4 weeks. So in 4 weeks, they gave me my website that was completely automated, or no, completely built. And now they're telling me, okay, here you go. We need some more money out of you. So guess what I did? I quit before I ever got going, because I saw myself going into bankruptcy. I'm like, if these ding dongs are going to make me pay $497 a month on top of the $3,200 that I just paid for a website, and you took 4 weeks to get it for me, back to me, I've already lost my momentum. The real estate salespeople started calling. I mean, I'm already rocking and rolling in my real estate gig because I had to put the gas back on and get some income coming in, right? Like, those people took advantage of me, and I don't have any hard feelings about it, because it's just a step in the process of learning about what it is that this is, right? Digital marketing is $1 billion a day business. In 2019, you guys, it was $1 million a year business. Okay. 2019, digital marketing, e-learning was $1 million a year business. Now, 2024, it is $1 billion a day business. In 2023, they did $1 billion in their first quarter, right? Like, there's just so much growth that's happening. People prefer to learn at home. People prefer to learn at home and do it on their own time. Why? Because not everybody learns the same. We all get up. We're all Gen Xers in here, baby boomers, empty nesters. Maybe there's some youngins in here. I don't know. But we all go to this thing, this school, right? This establishment that they all tell us, no, you got to go to school. You got to get good grades. You got to go to college. You got to get married. You got to go to the job. They've conditioned us to do the thing, to be a part of the system, right? This is a cool scenario, and this is kind of getting left field, but I'm going to say it one time. So, did you know that when you are born into this world, like when you are born and they give you a birth certificate with a stamp of approval on it, do you know that you are worth $128,000 to the United States government? Kind of crazy. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on. So the cool thing is that digital marketing is an opportunity for you and me to learn what it is that we're doing. This lady, Michelle, put together this Legacy Builder program. Why? Because she realized that you and me, like, we are hardworking people. We're the people that make these things happen. And we are excited. We're sponges. We want to understand how to earn income online. Why? Because people are making millions of dollars online. People are making a lot of money online. People are having $30,000 months. People are getting to utilize their talents and their skills, and they're getting to advertise them, and not even advertise them. That's not the right word. They're getting to share. They're getting to share their hidden intellectual property with the global world, the World Wide Web, and the global world is saying, wow, that's fascinating that she knows something about yoga or cooking in a wok, right? Like, she's showing me how to be a better this, that, or the other. Hey, Shamika, I see you. So the thing is this, you guys, Legacy Builder program is an amazing community, and I want to make sure that I show you that you can come in at 3 different levels. I chose the $900 Legacy Builder because it allows me to sell all 4. And not only that, but there are installments. Like, you can, if you need to not pay in full and you need a little help, we have 0% interest installments on all of our products. So you can do that, right? If you're interested, simply go to dailywealthonline.com, type your email, watch the video, and here's what you're going to get. When you go to the email and when you go to the dailywealthonline.com, right here, it's backwards, and you get this page. This is called my sales page, right? And when you enter your email, no matter what you're doing, you're going to get an email back from me, right? Because let's be frank, people are busy, interruptions happen. Did you know that most people can't even focus for like 20 seconds? 20 seconds hanging out on a social media platform is huge. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? 20 seconds on a social media platform is so big. Why? Because you are paying attention to what it is that they're doing. So the good thing is like, look, I get it. I'm on my phone. I try really hard not to be out there in traffic scrolling and doing this, but you got kiddos, vacation Bible school, swimming practice, guitar lessons, football, soccer, select ball, you're doing all these things. You hear me and you want to snap a picture, right? dailywealthonline.com, you enter your email. No matter what happens when you're like, get back in your car and remember, you're like, oh my gosh, what was that girl's name? What was that girl's name? I think I took a picture. Well, as long as you put your email in here, I'm going to be able to send you a link for our webinar, and you're going to make sure that we're going to make sure that you see what this is, because this is something that can change your life. This is something, business is changing. Yes or yes? Business is changing. Now, mom and dad, baby boomers. Did you know baby boomers are people that were born between 1946 and 1964? When I went to the University of North Texas in Denton, Texas, I learned about baby boomers. Baby boomers is the largest population in the history of the world to go through retirement, to go through the aging population. That's mom and dad. That's my parents. That's your parents probably. And guess what? You don't have to be a Gen Xer to do this business. This business is so easy that it's so easy. It's paint by number. Paint by number, step by step. It is a proven system that if you get into digital marketing, you will know, and you will know for a fact you will be successful. The great thing is that I knew the minute that I saw this, that this is what I had been looking for. You can ask people that know me. I have been trying to come up with ways to sell things online for years and years and years, and I haven't been able to do it. And I hated it because it always made me feel like, people probably just don't take me serious. People may just think I'm a phony because I've been talking about making money online for years and years, and I've got this idea and I've got this idea, and I've been saying it and saying it and saying it for years, and year over year over year, I've become frustrated and disappointed because no one took the time to just show me how to do it. Just show me how to do it. And this woman did. Now, there's a lot going on in our community. Let's say you enter our community today. You're going to feel overwhelmed because this thing is happening, and the wins that come in are incredible. We had a girl hit $200,000 in 60 days last week. We had somebody else. I wish I could be in the community as much as I could because I can see the wins. I'm trying my hardest to keep up, but this is a 2-hour-a-day business, and I'm doing my best to really master the 2-hour workday because my founder says I need 2 hours a day to work on my business. So I only want to spend 2 hours a day on my business. Now, in the very beginning, I spent way more just because, like I said, if you're like me, you're going to want to hit the ground running, and you're going to want to do. And if you're a realtor, then I know you're working hard. So you're going to want to just sit there and work, right? But the thing is this, I had to tell myself earlier today, I'm like, 2 hour a day, that's it. I'm getting ready. Today is the first day. Shamika, today's the first day I've gone live at 9 a.m. on TikTok, right? Like I just changed my live time and nobody probably even realizes it. My 4:30 crowd, I don't know how I'm going to get the word out. Well, yeah, I do. I know how I'm going to get the word out. It's called email automation, right? It's within my funnel. People who are wanting to make sure that they're in front of me, I'm going to let them know on their newsletters that are going out this week because we have a webinar on Wednesday, July 3rd at 12 p.m. So if you want to get really nosy about this thing and see what it is that I'm doing, you can go to my dailywealthonline.com and start looking at my TikTok and my YouTube and listening to the webinars. You can bring your own questions and all your questions, and you can, we have a dedicated slot for you to come and take a look at this. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to be able to change your reality. People are spending way too much time in the office and not at home. And now more than ever in the history of this world, moms and dads need to be with their kids. There are things being pushed down our kids' throats that are wrong agendas, that are not being led the right way. And I'm not going there, but I'm saying now more than ever, moms and dads, you need to be at home with your kiddos. So figure out a way to make an income online. Now, here's the deal. This is a business that you have to put time into. And the reason that I say you have to, I am living proof. Let me tell you what I did. I got into this. I bought my own digital marketing company April 13th of 2024. April 13th. Now, because I'm a realtor, property manager, I'm flipping a house in East Texas. I'm a broker in Dallas. I'm a realtor in Oklahoma. And I got another gig. What's the other gig? I don't even know. I mean, I got so many gigs. Oh, we're running a little home remedies account up here, right? A little contracting business. And why, Ashley, why do you have, I know, why do I have so many hats that I have to wear? I'm exhausted. It's because I can't rely on real estate, because here's what I know. I cannot control the feds. I cannot control interest rates. I cannot control the fact that housing prices are through the roof. And I sure as heck can't control that this year's a presidential election, right? And oh, by the way, the interest rates are not coming down, you guys. They're here to stay. So if you think waiting 6 months on your, buying your house, you're doing yourself a disservice. Buy your house now. It's not coming down. We're not expected to see interest rates come down. Maybe they drop a quarter, maybe they drop an eighth, but they're not going down to 5.25. Okay, sorry. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but these are the facts. Moving on. So this digital marketing, hold on, let me show you what it is. So I work 2 hours a day on my business, right? What are you doing every day on your business, Ashley? Great question. So you go up here to dailywealthonline.com. And when you go here, you put your email. This is an email, right? So I need 20 emails to convert at one sell. Once I get into there, they watch a video. If they're ready to buy now, then this is a purchase button. So then I make $900, which goes into my bank account. 100% of this goes into my bank account, right? And so I don't have there's not a commission that's going to anybody else. I'm making 100% of the sell. You can come in at the $900, the $600, the $300, the $100, not one size fits all. So whatever is right for you. Now, let's say you don't buy it because you're not ready yet. Fine. So what's going to happen is if you don't buy it, you're going to go back into the email and you're going to get alerted for newsletters and webinars. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Webinars, right? Because you didn't see the value in what it is that I was showing you up front, you need more information. So hang tight. Just watch another video. Watch a webinar. Come to the webinar. Come see what this is. Digital marketing is sort of hard to concept, right? Like it's a little difficult. Like if this is your first time hearing about digital marketing, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around, right? I mean, but I want you to understand digital marketing is something that you do every day. What do you mean, Ashley? Great question. Digital marketing is something you do every day. How many of you have been on TikTok or Instagram and you see something that you're like, oh my gosh, that is exactly what I need? Why? Because some cool person showed you that food scales from her advantage, from her point of view, looking down, measuring her food, counting her macros was something that you need in your home to help you stay on track with your food portions and with your counting calories and your counting macros, right? So you bought that food scale. I've seen them too. I'm like, man, I need that. I've got one already. Mine's missing the little battery cover, but I'm like, man, I need that, What about the person who's got the pharmacy, the TikTok pharmacy guy, and he's telling you, you know what? Here's the deal, ladies. You got cracked heels. Here's what you need. Your fingernails are brittle. You need biotin, right? Like he's showing you what it is that you're missing, what it is your vitamin deficiency is. That's digital marketing. Let me tell you another digital marketing. Anybody used Airbnb? You realize Airbnb has been around for almost 20 years, but take a look at this. Airbnb is just now becoming a thing to consumers who now will consider it. I can remember conversations when Airbnb hit the world and everybody's like, that's just kind of weird. I just don't know about that. That's just kind of weird. staying in somebody's house. Listen, I worked for Super Bowl 4 years in a row. The last Super Bowl that I did, this was so weird to me. We stayed in this cute little house in Houston, Texas, right downtown, in this cute little 1940s house, pier and beam, add-ons everywhere. And these people did not have it staged like a model home or nothing. No, they had clothes in the closet, dishes everywhere, the pantry full. They just simply left their house for the week, 2 weeks. We were there for 2 weeks, left their house for the week so that we could have their house. And they made, I think, $600 a day. I don't know. I think they made like $3,000 total on 6 of us, right? That's good money for them. They obviously saw the benefit and letting people borrow their place while they went and stayed at a hotel, and they made a great amount of money. But they just let us come into their house with everything there. I just thought that's kind of weird. Now the other 3 Airbnbs that I stayed in, they were more set up as like an apartment style. But all I'm trying to say is that's digital marketing. Why did it take 10 years for the normal consumer to become exposed to it, to be willing to try it out? Because over time, Airbnb has been on the TV. You've heard other people expressing to you how cool their vacation was because they stayed in an Airbnb condo on the beaches of Destin, Florida, and they had a blast, right? Or, Hilton Head, South Carolina, or Austin, Texas at Lake Travis. There's so many cool Airbnb people that are out there. They're all over the place. But that's digital marketing. You bought into a digital marketing service that you saw because they had pretty pictures of their place. It was in the area in which you wanted to stay. It was more affordable than a hotel. And oh, by the way, there wasn't an 11 a.m. checkout, and it had a pool. So you just had an experience with digital marketing. How many people are expecting a package before noon today? That's digital marketing. Right? Like, oh gosh, I forgot to go to the store last night and pick up those extra things. Well, guess what? Everybody delivers now. Sam's delivers, Walmart's delivers, your grocery store delivers, Amazon. I mean, I love Amazon for the simple fact that this is that I can look at, and this is what I do daily. I mean, let me show you. Blah. Okay. So here's what I do every day. When I make a decision about my life, I choose my clock, my time over anything, more than money. I know what traffic does to me physically and emotionally. I know the mood that it puts me in because people cannot drive. People are not from Texas anymore. Everybody drives in the left lane, no matter what speed you're going. It's insane over here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So getting into the traffic makes me a grumpy person, right? So what I do is I try to let go, pen to paper. Is it worth it for me just to figure out a list, get this delivered so I can eliminate myself from unnecessary activity and unnecessary feelings and emotions from having to deal with people, right? Everybody's like, golly, you're high maintenance, girl. No, I just value my time. I value my time. I don't want to leave my person. We have a blast. We're together all the time. We do life together. And I don't want to not be around him, right? So digital marketing is this. You're a part of it every day. People are making large amounts of money selling online.
Hey, now's the time.
Now, would you like to understand how to have a business and earn an income online? I know, I wanted to too. We have a proven blueprint that shows you how to take a business and talk about it on your social media, your favorite social media page. If you cannot do a video, that's not that big of a deal. We have faceless marketing. We have an entire content library within our digital community that shows you for one whole year what to say. And just like anything else, over time, you get better and better and better, and you understand more about what it is that's happening. And oh, by the way, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 sales just happened to happen at a $900 level, and you've only been in business for 63 days. You guys, $2,700 at 63 days just for showing up for 2 hours a day on my business, being consistent, being coachable, and having a CEO mindset, over time, this thing is going to go with full intensity and momentum. And I am so excited about it because for once I can relax and know that I'm going to have a steady income that's going to just support my lifestyle and possibly give me the extra income that I need to secure my financial future. How many people know the number that you need to retire? It's a big number. And I'm not sure at this pace at 44 how I'm going to get there until I discovered this digital marketing company.
Maybe you want to go in and out again?
Digital marketing company is fantastic, right? I've got this dailywealthonline.com. I got to do my own entrepreneurial spirited little heart, right? dailywealthonline.com. Oh, cool. It all worked out this time. Go there, put your email in. We have a webinar on Wednesday, right before July 4th. We did this on purpose so that you guys can take a look at it, get nosy over the weekend. You've got a day or two to sit there and, enjoy coffee and talk to other people about it, right? This is for somebody that needs a way out. How many people do you know that are just barely hanging on, are that are super, super stressed to the max and are trying hard to understand and figure out, like, what am I going to do? Do I want to lick stamps and send envelopes for, $500 a month? Is that something that I want to do? Do I want to go figure out how to sell an affiliate product? And there's nothing wrong with affiliate, but an affiliate product is only going to pay you a certain percentage, right? When you sell a digital marketing business, when you have a digital marketing company, you are going to make 100% of what it is that you're selling. So when you go to dailywealthonline.com, you're going to get this page here. It's going to ask for your email. You're going to put your email in. When you get your email, it's going to take you to this page. This is our video page. This is a proven system that is going to show you how to get into digital marketing. If you like it and want to hear more, great. Go to sleep, get up the next day, watch it again, take notes, right? If it's not for you, no big deal. This is just an opportunity for you to get involved and take a look at what it is that I'm doing. Now, what digital marketing is, would you like to have a business that is operating fully automatic, bringing in an income and like making more than $300 a day? Like, would $300 a day, would that do anything for you? When I first started looking into digital marketing, I remember putting pen to paper. And the reason that I did is because in real estate, they teach you how to do a lot of pen to paper, right? They make you know what it is that you're worth hourly. They make you do a business plan every October, and they help you to figure out how you're going to end up with X marks the spot at the end of the year, right? So every year I go into January knowing, okay, in order to make X amount of dollars, I need 7 buyers and 8 sellers or 10 sellers, right? Like, they teach you how to do that. So the thing is this, with this digital marketing company, we're teaching the world. We're teaching people just like you and me. You don't have to be a business owner. You already have a phone. You already carry this thing in your back pocket called a computer. It's a computer. You're already scrolling on social media. Why not be making money while you're scrolling? Like, what if you had a digital business that was paying you $2,700 a day? $2,700 a day. Would that change your life? What if that happened again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day, and it just keeps getting more and more and more? What if in 3 months you have $197,000 in your Stripe account because you listened to this blonde realtor in Dallas, Texas, tell you that this can change your life? It's not that I'm trying to like sell you. I'm sharing an opportunity because you guys don't believe with where we're at in the world today. It's wrong. It's wrong. They're killing families. They're taking families away. They're taking your time away from your kids. You are in 2024. What happened? It was just 2020, right? Like, where is the time going? Every day is going to pass anyway. What's the big deal? Why not just check it out? See if this is something that you can do. All of the sudden, it's day 63 for me, and I've already made money. I've made my money back on day 3. Now I'm starting to get the momentum train going, right? And the thing is this, when I hear people in the community say, well, I've been working, I've been putting TikToks out there for like 2 weeks. I haven't made my first sale. Did you hear something wrong? Like why would you think that in 2 weeks you would make a move, right? Like make big money. Like, some people come into this and they're very unrealistic. This is a proven product that says for 2 hours a day, if you spend on your business delivering 3 pieces of content to your favorite social media platform, being coachable and have a CEO mindset, you will over time make money. So this thing is happening for me at day 63, and I'm already 4 sales in at $900 a sell. I'll do it. I mean, this is the same thing as being on social media every day and finding something that's entertaining, right? Like, why not you? Verizon, your cell phone company, your internet company, your electric company, water bill, gas, they're all taking money out of you every month. Why not you have reoccurring income, right? Why not you have reoccurring income? This is an opportunity to make full-time income online following a 2-hour workday, right? You can work from anywhere in the world. You can have more freedom and time to spend doing the things that you love. So this thing right here that we're doing can give you options. What if you decide to get to work right now? You still have plenty of time before the fall to walk into fall, dropping off your kids at school like a boss, right? Like a boss. What is she talking about? People are making 6 figures in 60 days. It was 90 days. Now we've got people making 6 figures in 6 figures in 60 days. I'm about to, just to let you know, watch me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Why? Because I already put my head to it. I already know what this business is. You can take the lessons that I have had to learn the hard way. I have spent $10,000+ since 2019 trying to figure out how to make an income online. Now, what has happened? What's different? What's different is that we're 5 years forward, right? AI has been offered to you guys as a free tool. So many tools are out there that are helping people to streamline their social media exposure, to streamline what it is that's going on. For 10 years, we've been dealing with Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's talking. Everybody's watching video. Like, they've conditioned us for 10 years to sit there and scroll and watch. Stop. I'm shaking the phone right now. Shake it up, right? Like, stop being the product and share this product with other people so that they can learn how to take advantage of this digital age. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And soon this program that I'm telling you about, it's going to be like probably even more. I don't know. It's going to the moon. We have 26,000 people in our community. When I bought my digital marketing business on April 13th, there were 13,000, I think I screenshotted, right? 13,000 people since April 13th. And now we're at 26,000. Now, don't worry. Don't be like, oh my God, I'm too late. There's no FOMO here, right? This thing is going way up. So right now we are at $1 billion a day in this e-learning industry. This is an e-learning industry. We have a proven blueprint that teaches you step by step how to become successful, how to pick a digital product that you love so that you can take it to the social media account that you love, and you will be doing attraction marketing, which people will eventually like, know, and trust that what you have to offer them will solve a problem that they have. The problem is this: no one has enough money to make it out of this year. People are refinancing their homes so they can eliminate their credit card debt and having to eat their equity because the credit cards are insane. Inflation is too high. No one's coming to save you. No one's paying your paycheck. This is an opportunity for you to look at this, see if it's something that you can commit to, because it's just a 2-hour a day workday. You have to commit to that, though. You can go as fast as you want. Once you get in and see what this is, you're going to want to go fast. You're going to want to work more than 2 hours. But if you just trust the process and follow the leader, you have to be coachable. You have to have a CEO mindset. Why? Because you're buying a business. This is a business that you are running. And if you don't show up for work every day, you cannot make a sale, right? And you've got to be coachable. We have a proven blueprint of modules and a school. We have an office. It's called Skool, Skool. It is not a Facebook group. It is a school community that, if anybody knows who Alex Hormozy is, he's like my age, and he's like I guess he's kind of the godfather of digital marketing. Go read his books. $100 million leads, $100 million sales, $100 million offers. Like, he is the guy who did the gym stuff. He's been doing this for years. He knows what he's doing, and he's documented it to help you and me. He's out there all the time giving you things for free, coaching you. Now more than ever, you guys, you could go to youtube.com and pick up any skill and learn how to be anything, because everybody is out there showing you how to solve problems. So I think that even school is going to change, right? Like school as in university, college, like there's going to be lots of changes in the near future. And so why not get in on the conversation now so that you know where it's going? So when it happens to you and you just sit there and you're scrolling for another 60 months, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, golly, all my friends are like, they don't even live in America anymore. They're in Barcelona. I got friends over in Italy, South Africa. I mean, people are starting to get out of here, and they're starting to realize that they don't have to stay in America. They can go to Costa, to Puerto Rico. They can go to Florida. Like, people are moving everywhere, and they're working, and you're watching them do it on TikTok, on Instagram. Oh, you're watching the RV people living. How are they doing that? Ding, 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 ding. Digital marketing. Pardon me, I got a little nasally. People are making money online instead of watching everybody with their fragrant meals that are, overseas. And, oh, we just decided to come to Paris for the week, right? Like, that's kind of silly and sounds so LA and sounds so Hollywood movie, right? But this is the first time in the history of the world that we all are Hollywood. I know that's a little crazy. I made it up last night as I'm watching TV. I'm like, you know what? Nobody cares about Hollywood anymore. Why? Because we're our own Hollywood. You live in a world where you can be your own Hollywood right now, right? Like, you can become a celebrity. Does anybody know what's happening this month? Mike Tyson versus who? Paul Grant. What's his name? Logan Paul. Not Logan Paul. I think it's Logan Paul. Who's Logan Paul? And I might be saying his name wrong. Anybody on here watching the Mike Tyson fight? This kid, Mike Tyson, I saw the interview on him. This kid is a YouTube rock star. He got a following on digital marketing. He was actually, I don't even know the social media account, way back then. Anyways, he was on a social media account way back. And then he put Mike Tyson to the punch. Hey, everybody, like, follow, share me. I'm getting a lot of people in here. Thanks for that. Listen, you guys, he is putting Mike Tyson to a fight. Can you imagine a 60-year-old man against a 30-year-old man? And guess what? Mike Tyson is so excited about it. Why? Because he is excited for his community in which he supports. He says, Mike Tyson says this. He goes, I love this kid because he is bringing attention back to boxing. And Mike Tyson is so excited about it. And you know what? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure the bookies are out there going crazy with all of that. That's digital marketing. You guys, you are participating in it. If you have bought a pay-per-view account for that fight, that is digital marketing. They've been talking about it since December. They've been interviewing it since December, right? They're building all this up, and you are probably going to be watching this amazing fight. And Mike Tyson doesn't even care the results. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson doesn't even care about the fight because he's so ecstatic that Jake Paul is bringing eyes and ears back into the back into the boxing world, because the boxing world got left behind, right? There was a lot of bad stigma, a lot of, concussions, brain injury, lots of talk, right? And they're forcing that crap down you too. Like, how do we even know what it is that they're telling us, right? Other than research and case studies. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is digital marketing is all around you. So why not look at this thing now and figure it out as it's growing? Because here's what's happened. This has been going on for a long time. But what has happened is normal people are getting smarter and figuring out how to do digital marketing. Why? Because of AI. Because over time, people have had to build the software, the website, and then somebody else came in and said, I can do it better. I can do it better and for cheaper. So why not get in on digital marketing now, go with the trend, figure out where it's going, and then this time next year, not only will you be making money online because you are a digital marketer, but now maybe you've even brought on your own business, and maybe you've even brought in your own intellectual property, right? What does she mean by intellectual property? I'm a realtor. So what I could do is I could take my realtor knowledge and put it together into a 6-month business starter for new agents who get into the business. Hey. And so I could use it for a business starter, and I could make money on that because I'm coaching real estate people to get into the business. What if you are somebody who has a passion about yoga or dance or Pilates or softball, and you want to maybe show somebody how to do it? That's called intellectual property. That's something that you can package together and sell to the World Wide Web. But the thing is this, you've got to go to dailywealthonline.com. We have a webinar on Wednesday at noon. We're getting ready to start a 90-day legacy. So if you were on here yesterday, and we actually backed the data as a conglomerate. We had a Monday mentor meeting yesterday, and she asked the crowd, she goes, do y'all want to start this on July 5th or July 9th? Everybody unanimously said July 9th. Why? Because they are ready to run, but July 4th is right here. People are in and out of town. So we're just helping everybody. So look at this information. Go to my Daily Wealth Online TikTok channel and YouTube. I'm all over the net, right? Like, I'm all over the net. Why? Why am I taking an hour out of my day to show you this? Why? Because I don't want you to miss out. People are suffering all across the world right now. Inflation is insane. AI is coming in and replacing a department. Are you going to be proactive? Are you going to be reactive? Are you going to go out there and refresh your resume.com and send it out there to the career builders of the world? Do you really want to go back to work in an environment that's going to pay you less? Now you're going to have to work your way up to another level because AI took your career over. You guys, this is a serious situation. Dailywealthonline.com. It's teaching everyday average folk like you and me. We're average. We are the workers, right? We are the average people who just simply want to make an income to support our dreams and to maybe have a little extra spending money. And for you who guys have been in the business, or looking to retire in 10 to 15 years, for you to catch up on that retirement fund. Right? You don't want to be the lady or the guy at the Walmart greeting people at 89 years old. You've got to look at your future now. Quit spending paycheck to paycheck and find something that's going to allow you to be comfortable and to put this information aside. You guys type follow me up here on TikTok, you guys. TikTok, like, follow, and share. But this is a chance for you to take advantage of your now and prepare for your future, because we're going into a digital world at an even faster pace. And I want you to have an opportunity to be taught by normal, everyday people. I think that's a song. By normal, everyday people, you and me, taxpayers. Like, we have an opportunity to learn and to get involved in this digital marketing space and to create an income for our families and to get out of that debt, that it's harassment. I mean, when the creditors start to call you, it's simply harassment. It's awful. It's torture. I've been there before. It's not fun. It's awful. It's awful because then you beat your own self up, right? Like, all these people are calling you and mailing you, and every day you get a new piece of mail. You owe this, you owe that, pink slip, pink slip. That's no fun. I'm trying to show you something that will help you take control of your next 6 months. What if in 6 months you have 6 figures? And I'm not even saying 100,000 because, like, it's freaking crazy. I mean, it's crazy what's happening in our community. These people are at $200,000 in 60 days. In 60 days. Because they're doing 3 things. They're showing up like a CEO. They're being coachable, and they're spending 2 hours a day on their business. Do you have 2 hours a day? Of course you do. Call me and I will come and do a time inventory for $99, and I will show you 2 hours in your day. I will show you $3,000 that you're missing a month that you didn't even know you had. I'm not kidding. I am good at doing that, and I can find it. And I'm telling you, do not get in your head and do not tell me that you can't find the money. I can come to your house right now and open up that garage and show you about $12,000 worth of stuff to sell, right? It might take a little bit of, a little ump and a little gumption, but here's what breaks my heart is that, you guys, we got to go back to before this global pandemic. You know what the global pandemic did to all of us? Created laziness. We used to work hard. I know that for a fact. I've been analyzing this all week. We used to work hard. Let's get back to before all that nonsense happened and get back to being proactive and being taking care of our families, taking care of our futures, leaving a legacy. You guys, listen, I'm so excited to come into your lives. Go to dailywealthonline.com. Here we go. Go and enter your email. There is a webinar on Wednesday at noon, and we're doing it right before July 4th. So you guys can go to my TikTok channel, watch all my videos. No, more importantly, go to my YouTube channel. Those have the webinars. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. You guys like, follow, share up here. dailywealthonline.com. My name's Ashley Westbrook. I am letting you know what I know, and I don't want to leave you behind. I'm just giving you options. So cannot wait to see you. Thanks for taking time, everybody. I'll see you soon. Happy July 4th. Happy July 4th. Make sure you wear your sunblock. See you soon. Bye, TikTok. Anybody on TikTok have any questions? You're the only ones. Hey, Waves, how's it going? I'm just sharing everybody sharing with everyone an opportunity to learn about digital marketing, and it's exciting.